here in Genesis 1, chapter 1, that in the beginning God made the earth. It also says here in Genesis in chapter 6, that the children of Israel were sinning. I was sinning. I was sinning. What did I say? It's exactly what I said. And when God saw them sinning, it hurt him to his heart. It hurt him so bad it made him mad. It made him so mad he was angry. And when God got angry, the sky turned dark. And it was then that he told Noah to build the ark.
Still living someone else's idea of me. The absurdity of drinking alone in my room isn't lost on me, but it cost me greatly. Couple Heinekens down, feeling wavy. Thinking about expectations and how I keep falling short of my own. Still bound by them, and I don't feel grown. Been 2 years since I've been on my own. The feelings and actions of people are often connected, with the exception of their words, cause the words are worthless. I have stains on my hands when I unearth this. Support is a concept, and I haven't really felt it yet, but it's fine. They say it's alright if you take your time, but they can't say it while they're meeting your eyes. I am so far from cool that it's not even funny. I'm not trying to be, I'm just trying to be me, at least as much as I can be. All plan B, didn't even try A yet. Paycheck, stuck in the mail, like my future stuck in a veil. Try to see through the fog, no avail. Every choice that I make is the right one, but I second guess it. Depression, name falling off more and more gas lists. Less and less friends of which I express this. Too old to be making this, too dumb to know when to stop. Please get a job, the world gon' end soon and we need even more gift shops.
I agree, but like if a kid watched me play blackjack and gambled his life savings away, like that's not my problem. Like morally, I don't care. It's not my fault. I don't give a shit. And I'm not afraid to say it, but like these guys
Not enough for factories apparently. A heart and 2 legs is not enough inherently. Well, fair enough. This shit be tough. I got my ass kicked for 2 years and quit the day I broke down into new tears. Stuck in turbulent stasis, just trying to live a life I'm okay with. And I don't care if it's basics. Spaceship by Kanye on my playlist. I've given up trying to be the greatest, cause I've seen what it does, and I've been unemployed for like a couple of months. Not even manual labor? I haven't seen nobody, and my homies are neighbors. Up to my neck in applications, back to basics. Trying to sell myself for a 12-hour day shift. Running out of funds and also patience, and every song I write's got the same cadence. Everything is content, this is all a show. Like, how am I gonna get flexed on by J. Cole? Art is dead when it gets sold. Art is dead regardless, and it's got me feeling old. Tongue-in-cheek read is kinda over-processed. Lost the irony in transit, but the bandwidth stays lossless. Man, pause this. Sell cigarettes to kids if it meant it'd fill your pockets. Exploitation is profit, and the profit's good. All that's missing is the rope in the hood. Double park the Benz in the handicapped space, then underpay your workers and then scream in their face. Give a man attention, he'll be good for a day. Give him an audience and watch him as his morals decay. Given away for a year's salary that he makes in a day.
Survive is to dream of ourselves as something else.
Watched a school shooting video with the music of Mr. Blue Sky. I now understand why God left us to die. If I were to die an evil man, what a tragic existence to live as fire, consuming, destroying, growing, and fading pathetically as embers twinkle into dust and then nothing. Water never dies, owed to be more than 60%. Money, power, fame corrupt, made unattainable for most people, made unsustainable for all equal, it's all evil. Surely a life with no comfort, no money or interaction is the most moral life. Humans truly are fit for destruction. If there's a hell, we'll all go there, and thank God while I'm there I can pay away the evil by living in flares. Goodness doesn't exist. Of this I may be convinced. Most people are, at best, morally neutral, only doing right if it's useful. I used to be a pupil of a system that's futile. Sorry, futile. I know I'm not useful. I was too tall to fit inside a cubicle. Blood stuck under my cuticles. Lived across the street from a school I didn't go to. Principal's son, my friend, we were both homeschooled. The culture of essential oils and whole foods. Some grew up to love conspiracies that they weren't born into. Anti-vax tendencies turned to present issues. Lost respect for many things and people that I can't get into. Grateful that I was never inside the in-group. Anxiety in my mind would make sense with what I've been through. Couldn't believe my eyes when I seen what
Listen.
No hope left and I think it's my fault. Stuck looking back at my past like a pillar of salt. Salty, bitter, a quitter. Too imber for Twitter. Forget about Instagram. Oh sorry, I'm all self-obsessed again. I go back and pretend. Sitting above my bed, my only friend. I think I'm already dead. Obsessively listening to a crow looked at me. Desperately trying to understand vitality. This isn't grief, it's dread. This is what it sounds like inside my head. Umbrage, my blood's in my pen. Lumberj stuck in the starting area again. God, why would you curse me with this brain? Finish the job and end my pain. Try to drown myself in the rain. Your children throwing stones at me again. Taking hits to the head. Grasp my daily bread. You take care of ravens but leave children unfed. They die, I hope I'm next. 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 Checking my hair in the reflection of the glass of a feminist painting in the gallery. I wonder how many of those models die broke while their bodies paid a billionaire's salary. Another casualty of art, that's me. Watching my life through the windshield from the back seat. Turn the light out, what caused me to crash? Christmas tree of warning lights up on the dash. Friday errands was our euphemism. Coded language cause we used to spend our youth in prison. Still dodging consequences for my new decisions. Faded out blurry like my future visions. No more permissions, surgical incisions. Leadership from women to be taken as a given. At least Lord willing. Lord willing. Lord willing. It's not all about strength, it's a lot about grit. Dug my own grave and then my way out of it. Then my way out of it. It's not all about strength, it's a lot about grit. I dug my own grave and then my way out of it. And then my way out of it. Trapped inside my skin, trapped inside my mind. Trapped inside the perfect life I'm trying to leave behind. Trapped inside philosophy and thrown in animosity. And guilty of apostasy, I think I might drown. Built a church of brick and stone and watched it burn down, burn down. I was walking with this girl when it began to get dark. Houses weren't so homely so we chilled in the park. Backs on the grass as we stared at the stars. Wished upon a couple for a different life than ours. She asked me how to read them and I gave a response. Like most things in life, just connect all the dots. She said, I'm a bad actor, I forget all my lines. I said, just memorize the space, it'll save you some time. It'll save you some time. It's not all about strength, it's a lot about grit. Dug my own grave and then my way out of it. And then my way out of it. It's not all about strength, it's a lot about grit. Dug my own grave and then my way out of it. And then my way out of it. Hey everybody. I hope you're enjoying the album so far. I'm just gonna take a brief intermission here and tell a little story about this friend of mine that I met back in the day. Here we go. Back in 2015, just some kids with big dreams, flipping patties on the grill and microwaving grilled cheese. A bad worker, but a pleasure to work with. Our friendship surfaced, bonded over making fun of service. Around this time, I was getting into rap, blasted Kendrick and Gambino every second that we had. You put me on to Mac Miller and Chance. Even with a full screen, still found time to dance. Clueless why you liked me, but was pumped that you did. Management yelling at us every single shift. Grew up quick, no longer kids. Fantasizing about the day we both quit. Hatched a plan to get rich. Tried to make a tape, it didn't work out. You and Keish got too high and couldn't get the verse out. Kinda hurt at first and feeling kinda cursed out. Knew we weren't the worst, but after all, it's a small town. Fired, rehired, good to see you back. Something changed in your ways, it's hard to spot at that. Light in your eyes are gone, it'd fade to black. The friend that I knew, I think the drugs had snatched. Walking husk and a corpse of who I knew. I couldn't understand what you were going through. On a different planet, didn't know what I was supposed to do. Tried to stay in touch when I was alone at school. Hey, what up, man? I love you, hope you're doing well. Every beat that I sent you felt like show and tell. The only thing that kept me going through that solo hell. Making tunes that I hope that you would love as well. Neither of us good, but we've both been worse. COVID stopped us from writing another verse. Still surprised neither one of us in a hearse. But if it happens, I hope I go first. I love you.
After church every Sunday, I would tell Christy, I'm not who they think I am. They think I'm clamping my eyes shut because I'm having such a meaningful experience, but I'm clamping my eyes shut because I can't find anything.
Can't find anything, but it's not for lack of effort. Dodging talking points from people trying to keep it all together. I change at such a rapid pace that it scares me. Don't know who I am, remember who I was barely. Memorized every single thing they preached. Almost got a degree in Greek just so I could get to sleep. Peace of mind don't come cheap and I couldn't buy it. Had too many doubts and couldn't stay quiet. Lots of friends still swear by psilocybin, but I've been a little too violent in my brain. Felt a little too much pain just to fake and maintain. Here I go, stuck on the most traveled path again. November wind, don't blow colder than a friend's cold shoulder. Got older and couldn't stay sober. Got kicked while I'm down and I just rolled over. Hopped out the boat to the blue. They said you need God and I said I do. Hopped out the boat to the blue. They said you need truth and I said that's true. My grandma's 98 and she's more depressed than me, and I was born that year and I would also like to leave. I am 23, not aspiring to be a retiree. Just to grow old and wanna die, that's not exactly inspiring. I wanna get to higher things, but not too high and mount my wax wings. Icarus, I'm sick of this. Deciduous, I live inside whenever winter hits. Still smell my old beliefs on my fingerprints. Try to wash my hands in bitterness and still couldn't get rid of it. They'll blame it on the internet probably, but I've been inside their lobbies and staying inside that building probably turned me kamikaze. Sorry, not sorry, but I truly am, and I go back inside that camp, but I can't. The great I am, bow my hands. Not elected, not by chance. Hopped out the boat to the blue. They said you need God and I said I do. Hopped out the boat to the blue. They said you need truth and I said that's true.
My single line of star do. My single
It's like I'm painting on a mirror, and the more that I paint, the less I see clearer. I lived a couple lives in my mind that's nearer to what I'd envisioned. It's lost in the ether. I wrote a couple speeches when I had no achievements. I thought I was a genius and was destined for ceilings I couldn't reach yet. I was ate delivering papers upon some steep steps. Life is dark as bleak gets. And nothing changed with age. I wrote out on my pain and covered a whole page. I was still behind what I saw in my mind. I couldn't get out my vision, so it left me feeling blind. Dreamt about open mics on countless nights, I couldn't hack it. Standing in my dorm room, I even put on my jacket. Stopped at the door and couldn't get out. It was just me and still too much of a tough crowd.
I think this kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like, where do you get the idea of full potential? Like, what does that even mean? Like, full potential is not a thing. Like, are we at our full potential? I think the problem is that you guys are so caught up with full potential, like, you're not focused on good enough. Like, think about the last yummy meal you had. Did it achieve its full potential? No, but it was like probably pretty good.
College dropout, who's laughing now? I was in debt, depressed, dumb, and too proud. Working in the kitchen at dawn, started snapping, breaking down at work, and couldn't get why I was acting like a lunatic. Therapy wasn't there for me. Meds calmed me down and gave my mind some clarity. Just craved sincerity, got a new job. My friend was working there and got pressed by my mom. Now making money and feeling like a fraud, selling people Satan while trying to find some God. God damn, man, is this what life is? My boss redid her kitchen and I couldn't afford rent. Living with my parents and now I'm stuck in. Glanced over the news and swore I'll never have kids. Had to quit and now I'm stuck broke. No job, degree, no future and no hope.
So the only thing that moves you forward is perfection. And then you're fucked. It's like the more behind you fall, the more impossible your task becomes. It's the problem of escalating impossibility. Like, you can't just be successful. Like, when you're 25 and at home and, like, broke, and, like, all of your friends have jobs, or maybe none of your friends have jobs because they're all, you know, broke like you. And then, like, occasionally you meet, like, real people who, like, have jobs and shit. And then, like, you can't just get a job at that point. You can't go face those people who, like, graduated from college and got careers and say, like, yeah, I work in pest control. It's like a step forward for you, but it's not enough. You're not ready to talk to them until you walk in and you say, yeah, I started my own multi-million-dollar conglomerate. What's up? That's what you need, because that's your potential. Unless you can get that, you're not going to move a single step forward. And that's what scares you. Right? So start with pest control. Start with the lowest thing that you can possibly do. And, like, let go of your fucking ego.